Mindset Monday. This is the 2018 5.2. I'm trying something different this week. I'm going to try to do a quick video. This is my third take, just so you know. I'm trying to keep it under 5 minutes. We'll see if this one will work. The first one was 6 minutes. The second one turned into 9 minutes. This one will probably turn into 15 if I keep talking this way. So we're gonna go right into it. Comparing yourself to who? Comparing yourself. We just finished up our first long course meet over the weekend. Very happy with what we saw as a coaches. Seth and I were talking about. We're seeing some really good swims. Seeing some people adapt to long course, and some people that looked very comfortable long course. It seems like they had some really good plans this weekend, and it was fun to watch. It's fun to watch some good swimming. So when kids would come out of the pool, they would. I had some people wondering, how was my time? What was my time? Was it a best time? First and foremost, I don't ever really rely on best times to tell me how we're doing. I look at what I see in the water more. But it is something that we do. We do compare where we are to where we're going. I saw, a lot of people would look at their short course times and go, oh man, I didn't get a best time, and they were upset. I don't know if you could tell, but the pool is a little bit longer than you're used to swimming, and it has a lot less walls. So don't compare your short course times to long course times. They are two different. They're two different times. You can say that, well, Coach TJ, what if I convert my time? I'm not a big fan of that either. If you're converting your time, you're still not seeing the whole picture. You can convert it, and it can help you training wise, but I wouldn't rely on it as a indicating factor whether you've been successful or not. What do I look at for indicate? Well, I look at your long course time versus your long course time. With age group, we had a great job this last weekend where we were doing really well compared to where we were this time last year, and even when we ended last season. So a lot of great things where we were just comparing our long course times to our long course times, and we were having success with that. But what happens when you don't have success for that, right? What happens when my long course time doesn't equal my long course time from last year? Well, look at this meet last year. Look at your first meet last year and see where you're at when it comes to that. And if still you're not happy, well, then what I want you to understand is where you are now is different than where you were last year. You're a different person. You've grown up more. You've had more life experiences. You've done different things that may have hindered your performance in the pool. But understand that that's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the day. You're still going to be okay. I promise you that. What you need to do is all you need to really focus on from this point forward, from this meet moving forward, is comparing yourself to who you were yesterday. And the idea is that you're going to beat that person every day. And if you wake up every day and you try to beat the person who you were yesterday every day, you're going to be successful. Obviously, there are some days better than others, but no matter who you were yesterday, you have to try to wake up and beat that person. Whether it's your dolphin kicks off the wall, whether it's just tightening up your streamline more, or reducing your stroke count, reducing your time in practice, right? Doing a bunch of repeats on a faster time instead of what you were yesterday. Try to go a half second faster, or try to beat one or two more of those. That's what's going to help you get better, and that's the process, right? That's the whole thing that we're pushing on you guys is to understand the process, right? So what do we go moving forward? Goals and going into your training and going into meets moving forward. What do you do? Well, I want you to keep on moving forward from this day on. What does that mean? That means that you have to pick a goal that is outside of your reach, that is possibly unattainable, and is outside your comfort zone. And you have to pick that goal out there. And after that, you have to sit down and make little mini goals. After you make the mini goals, those are for you to have little mini wins along the way. If you don't do that, then you're gonna look up at this mountain and you go, I can't do that. And then all of a sudden you try to do that, and then you get crushed and you don't want to do it anymore. Right? And we don't want you to be crushed. We want you to keep moving forward. So what you need to do is find those little mini goals along the way to have those little steps, little base camps along the way. Base camp 1, base camp 2. And as you get up to the base camp 3, base camp 4, then you get closer and closer to the top of the mountain. And the idea is you bring those mini goals with you to your training sessions, to your practices, and you make sure that you're understanding that in order to do A, B, and C, you need to be able to do the steps before that. And now I'm gonna go back and not say A, B, C. If in order for you to do D, you need to be able to do A, B, and C. That's better, right? So when you do these things, bring your goals to your training sessions. Talk to your coaches about that. And if your goal is to do better in a certain event, make sure your coach understands that. If you want your coach to watch you in a certain stroke, hey, watch my backstroke. Let me know how this looks. Ask. If you ask, I guarantee you a coach is going to give you all the attention you need to get better at that particular skill. If you don't ask and you don't talk about your goals and your coach is, he's watching you train or she's watching you train and you look good to them, but it's not what you're still not happy, you need to speak up. Talk to your coaches about your goals and make a plan. If you have a plan, everybody's on the same page and we're all going to be able to help each other. That's it for this week. I'll see you on the pool deck. And, hey, have a great training week.